We're at Maximo Morning Marinas, understood to be one of the largest covered marinas in the whole world. We're working on a 78 footer on the head system. And I've already completed the job. I just thought I'd take you through a little tour. And she's a charter boat, so they charter it out. Aft deck, we'll walk forward. He's a big one. Kind of looks a little like the boat on the side of my truck. In this area of Maximo, this actual dock that runs the length here, is called $1 Million Row, because most of these boats are over $1 million. We'll just take you to the aft and I'll zoom in on some of the yachts that are on this dock. The dive platform. You can see some pretty big vessels. Most of them are over 50 or 60 feet on this end here. So this is $1 Million Row. This length of the dock. It's a beautiful day in Tampa Bay. It's March 5th, 80 degrees outside. So this is what I did. Was a 24 volt vacuum pump, and you can see the captain thought he was an engineer, and this looks like 42 or 5200. It's definitely not silicone, and it's just caked all over this pump. Plus we did a pressure switch, which this pressure switch is just a micro switch. Let's see if I can illustrate that. This is a micro switch that has a little plunger button here. And then you've got the plunger head, and then you've got the spring, and then if you of course your O-rings to retain the vacuum, and then if you flip it around, what you're going to find is a little metal disc inside, and that metal disc gets sucked in when we pull 10 inches of vacuum, which then an ingester pulls this plunger in and away from this micro switch right here. And when you flush it, it loses vacuum, so that spring pops back in, engages that micro switch, runs the pump until until it gets 10 inches of vacuum, and then it pulls away. So that's a pressure switch. So we've got ladies on board that are cleaning and getting ready to receive guests this weekend. But we'll step on board. The aft deck. I run a YouTube channel, so I'm going to do a little video of what I did today.
Alright, that's fine.
And this is the fly. Very nice. Look at that Hatteras. That is one hell of a machine right there, the Hatteras. But this is the fly. This is a door that goes down into the galley. And you can see now we're looking forward. And you can see the other covered slips. Pretty cool. Nice trawler. Then looking aft on the fly bridge. And their tender that needs a little air, it looks like. Now we're walking down these steps. We normally walk down them backwards. Now we're going to enter the salon, the galley, and then move forward. They're vacuuming and everything else, so I'm not going to be able to talk. All I can do is pan. Right behind you. What length is this vessel?
72 feet.
72. So we're moving forward. Twin bunks. And this is the head I was working on.
I want to go see them.
And then the forward V-berth. And there's 3 vacuum flushes on board. And this is what I did today. You can see that. Let me get a little light on the subject. So, what I did was remove and replace that pump and that pressure switch right there. You can see I dated the pump. And it's on a VG2, which is a vacuum generator, 2nd edition. And they've got 3 of them on board. Then we move around to another guest head. The shower. And then to the main stateroom.
How long do I let it sit for before I do the conditioner?
Another bunk bed.
No.
Bunk beds. So 4 staterooms. Counting the master stateroom, which this is the master. This would be considered the captain's quarters. I still have to replace the bowl seals on this head system here, because it keeps on sucking out all the water. And that's it. That's the whole tour of the boat. It was a little challenging because it was full of wet wipes, and wet wipes will just stick in it like a plug. So that's today's job, right down in that hole. And you can see it's right at the foot of that bed, and it was under carpet, so you kind of just bounce your foot around until you hear a hollow spot and you know a hatch is under there. Alright, well, thanks for watching. This is Boston Marine Services. Our phone number here is 727-521-1385. Give me a call if I can help. Thanks for watching.